the event you're required to complete exams or college applications, it can be difficult to get motivated. The summer is just around the corner, and every attempt you put forth at schoolwork eventually leads to daydreaming about vacations, swimming, camping, and skating. So, how do you stick with school even though you might not want to because the weather outside is giving you so many more compelling reasons to take a break? Luckily for you, Manna member, we've produced a list of the 10 tips to stay motivated in high school. As for some, high school may be the best experience a student could ever have, but acing all your exams and staying motivated until you graduate is vital as well. Remember that while the first step is completing any of these amazing courses, the second and possibly more important step is taking action, even if it's imperfect action. Taking high school seriously is a great way to succeed, but staying motivated can be difficult. It can be hard to keep your motivation with school. However, if you're interested in a study, there is hope to get motivated again. For those of you who felt less interested in their studies as they progressed, it wasn't just you. Motivation often declines as students progress from elementary through high school. According to a 2004 National Research Council study, 40% of American students are disengaged from high school. They report paying little attention in class, exerting little effort on assignments, and being bored. Unfortunately, that hasn't improved. Research shows that motivation levels are worse now than in 2021 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. First, let's talk about the cause why students are losing motivation toward the end of high school. There are many reasons that high school seniors lose motivation. It's difficult to pinpoint one specific cause for the drop in motivation. The Center on Education Policy, an education research center, studied 4 dimensions of motivation, which includes intrinsic motivation and non-intrinsic motivation. The center states that the motivation will be stronger if the 6 dimensions of motivation are met. The 4 dimensions of motivation are: Number 1. Interest or value. This says that the student may show some interest in the task or see the value of completing it. What does this look in real life? The lesson your English teacher teaches about writing essays can help you when you're job hunting. Even though you don't love everything in the English class, it has steered you towards success in other aspects of your life. Number 2. Competence. This shows that the student believes he or she can complete the task. In real life, this is where you believe you can prepare ahead of time and pass the test, because you've studied your notes and went to a review session. Number 3. Relatedness. This shows that completing the task is beneficial to the student in many ways, including feeling a sense of belonging in a classroom or desired social group, and approval from a person whom a student looks up to. This could be like you were a major fan of Broadway musicals, and while you were auditioning for the school play, you landed a supporting role. You have an opportunity to find other students who have similar interests with you. Number 4. Control or autonomy. This shows that the student feels in control by seeing a direct link between their actions and the outcome, and retains autonomy by having some choice about when to undertake the task. Good example would be when you are given the option to choose what historical event you would like to research and write about. You will have a greater sense of achievement because you had a choice and ownership over it. These are all best-case scenarios, and they don't happen as often as we would like in real life. Throughout high school, you could have a hard time making friends. By the time you're a senior, you may feel like you're losing control of your schedule because other people are asking you to do so many different things. It is impossible for your 4 dimensions of motivation to be ideally met in high school. Things like stress, pressure to graduate, end-of-year activities, and others can all affect the 4 dimensions of motivation. So what is the importance of staying motivated in high school? For many who struggle to maintain personal and academic motivation, it seems like everyone ends up quitting high school. This is true for most people because staying motivated takes all your time and effort. You still want to get the grades you need to graduate, so keep working hard. It's surprising how quickly grades drop when you don't stay motivated and focus on your work. Therefore, staying motivated and focused will ensure that your grades are where they should be in order to graduate on time. Your high school diploma is vital to your future, so don't give up. You can still graduate on time, although you might need a little extra time. It's important that you earn the diploma. The top thing to do is finish your education with a 4-year college or the military, so that you can pursue what you want to in life. The semester is halfway over, so you might be finding it tough to stay motivated. Here are 10 tips for keeping your motivation up, getting things done, and succeeding in your classes. Number 1. Make a to-do list. Start with tasks like establishing a list of what you will do and what you need to do during studying. For example, if you are trying to start studying for an exam, your list may look something like this. 1. Reread chapters as needed. 2. Review past tests and quizzes. 3. Make note cards of important materials. This process may be overwhelming, especially when you start to unpack all the steps that are necessary. You can make this process a little easier by making a list of small tasks, such as studying lists of topics and reading passages until they're sticky. Number 2. Focus on activities that matters most. After making a to-do list, you need to narrow it down by focusing on the activity that matters most. The key to success in school is staying focused on your coursework. Start by making a list that breaks down your workload and then make a plan. It's tempting to do the simplest assignments first, but those that take more time and effort to accomplish are probably the ones you'll learn the most from. To prioritize your work, rank your assignments from most to least important according to their impact on your coursework and grades. Create an aggregate list of all the tasks you feel are not worth putting a priority. Naturally, studying for an exam takes precedence over writing a paragraph for English class. Think of each task as another step in reaching your goal of college success. Number 3. Ask for help. Before asking for help, it's best to identify what sort of help you need. Learning how to improve your math skills may be a struggle for someone who has been out of school for decades, but identifying what is hard for you might also be easier than asking your peers. Ask yourself, why is math hard? Because everyone is missing the skill. The skill is the ability to use mathematics and not resorting to code writing or cheating the system in any way. Then why is English class so hard for you? Reading can be challenging, but it's because of the expectation and pressure put on students and teachers. You can peel back the layers of your problems here when you are trying to get to the bottom of your school struggles. Keep asking why until you find the root of your issue. Stepping into this process takes some soul-searching and introspection, which can make you uncomfortable, but face that discomfort and be open to what is on the other side of it. For class lectures that stump you, ask a classmate. Visit office hours during which your instructor will be available online, or head to one of the help labs across campus. Number 4. Create new challenges for yourself. If you find an assignment similar to the one you've done before, think about it in a different way. Changing your approach prevents burnout and boredom. Go from an essay to a poem, swap out books for something more original, and make sure you're writing a book review this time, rather than the same biography. Another way to challenge yourself is to try to participate in class. Although you're not required to, it's important to actively participate in lectures and group discussions if you want to be relevant. Participating in class will help you focus on the material, as well as meet other students and have a better understanding of your professor. Challenge yourself to speak up in class, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. When you take a class, participating can be beneficial and valuable no matter the format or setting. You will see what works best for you only after trying it out a few times. Number 5. Manage your time wisely. When you start to feel like there are too many things that are out of your control and you can't find a way to stay motivated, it can be hard to keep going. It's easy to give up on your goals because you're constantly being told one more thing that you don't want to do. By practicing time management, you'll regain some of the control in your life. Managing what you can consciously versus wishing for the best forces sensible choices onto people. When you focus on managing your day-to-day actions, you are less likely to be overwhelmed with stress and frustration by things outside of your control. Number 6. Do positive self-talk. Reminding yourself of positive things in life can help you stay motivated and find success. You might stay positive, encouraging words to yourself throughout your day. This is what people commonly refer to as positive self-talk. It's natural to talk to yourself, and if you don't feel like things are going your way, odds are you're talking yourself out of it. Self-talk is important, but if you experience some pretty negative thoughts or if things aren't going your way, try turning those thoughts around or saying something encouraging like, "I can do this today." Number 7. Set goals. Goals help you focus on tasks and remind you of your long-term goals. Try setting specific goals for each of the following areas. Number 1. Make preparation goal. For example, prepare for the exam by setting goals such as completing all tasks on your to-do list and studying 1 hour every day throughout the 2 weeks leading up to it. Number 2. Result goal. The goal is to get a 92% or higher on the exam and have an A in the class. Number 3. Deeper desire goal. Get into your desired university and college. If you want to reach your preparation goal, make sure you're completing all of the steps needed to prepare for the exam. You should spend 1 hour studying every day leading up to the exam. In this case, the big motivator for the results here is wanting a good grade and succeeding on the exam and receiving an A in the class. On the next level, the reason we want these things should be more specific, like wanting an A in a specific class. Then, your desire should turn into why you want to study. What is driving us here? Is it to learn or just get into college? These questions will help point you in the right direction and give you purpose. By setting goals at all 3 levels, you should be reminded of what you need to do and why you need to do it. With a deeper desire at the forefront of your mind, you should have no problem pushing through periods of discouragement. Number 8. Acknowledge your accomplishments and reward yourself. Give yourself a reward for good study habits to boost your motivation. You might tell yourself that if you study for an hour, you can watch 30 minutes of your favorite show on Netflix, or if you finish 3 college applications during the week, you can go out and do something fun on the weekend. Ask your parents if they are willing to help you, as that helps in holding you accountable. If they need a way of rewarding you, they can come up with a deal such as, "I will do the chores if you do your homework." So the reward is in their hands. Get yourself a healthy break in your work calendar by rewarding yourself after finishing an assignment or task. The rewards can be anything from taking a walk, to sending an email, to getting a snack. Once you're back at it, move on to the next project. Number 9. Don't neglect your mental health. If your health is not optimal or you are feeling unmotivated, it is a common enough occurrence that you should pay attention to your own mental health so you can function at your best in school. Reduce your stress levels with small changes like practicing deep breathing and meditating. Here are several ideas on how you can reduce stress as a student. 1. Get enough sleep. 2. Eat healthy foods. 3. Exercise regularly. 4. Go out and explore. 5. Bond with family and friends. It can be tough when you are at a low point in the semester. It may seem impossible to continue pushing forward, but setting up routines, staying engaged, and asking for help will get you through this time. Number 10. Make it fun and worthwhile. One way to get motivated is by finding ways to make your work fun or at least more enjoyable. There are many ways to do this. For example, if you're studying for a test, why not join your peers and play a game of trivia? As for the application process, this is something that's equally important and easy to do. Making it fun with friends speeds up the process. For applications, once you've talked about ideas with your friends and their parents over dinner time, is the perfect time to fill out papers. If you can find enjoyable ways to perform your tasks, you won't need motivation. Your motivation will come from the enjoyment felt when completing them. While you may find it hard to stay motivated in high school, It is possible with the right attitude. High school is a big part of your future. Make sure you finish strong so that transitioning from class to career becomes easier. With this video, we hope you can learn some tips for staying focused and increase your motivation on this difficult road to college graduation. That's it for this video, Manna member. Remember to subscribe to our channel. And if you feel like we've delivered value, please share this video with one person. That's right, just one person, as a token of your appreciation for the hard work we put into making content that educates and helps you on your mission of building your own fortune. Remember, you can watch video after video, but it isn't until you actually take action that you'll start to see results. See you soon!